And yes, I'm always in my car. I am on my way, well, back from doing a couple things. First things first was women's ministry with the Springs of Bonita Church. And then doing a little bit of work, had a long phone strategy session with some investors looking to liquidate some of their holdings, as well as a couple of conversations that were all spurred by the fence video yesterday. I spun in a yard that had a white fence around it, and there's not a whole bunch of backstory I'll share on the house. It is my own private property, and it is tiny. It is a tiny house experiment. This house nearly broke my spirit. I joke to my kids and friends that I bought this house to die in, but I didn't know the house was going to kill me. And what's interesting is the amount of people who, since I did that video and talked about the home and the tiny home, have reached out to me to look at inexpensive real estate, tiny homes, manufactured homes. And I think that most people believe that there's only multi-million-dollar real estate for sale in Southwest Florida, and there isn't. There is other real estate. It's unfortunately very expensive. I mean, I think under 200, there's like 3 or 4 properties right now. They're in poor condition and need work, at the very least cosmetically. One of them has a warning to not walk in the living room or you'll fall through the floor. And I think that that's important for people to hear, is number one, that there is stuff out there, and number two, we help people with all shapes and sizes of real estate. I mean, I've got something under contract in Lime Tree Park that was listed for $110,000. So, it's not always about these humongous mansions and fortunes. We help all sorts of people. Sometimes people in dire straits. Sometimes people who are losing their property because they haven't been well, or they are not employed, or they are coming out of the whole COVID situation in a worse place, but their property has equity. And instead of allowing it to be foreclosed, they at least try to sell it and to not have a foreclosure on their credit so that they can regroup and maybe become a tenant for a little bit until they figure out what they want to do next. So, wherever you are in the spectrum of real estate, me or one of my girls is able to help. We can help you with something inexpensive. We can help you out of a Liz Pendant's pre-foreclosure situation so that you don't get foreclosed on, if that's where you're at. And if you just want to sell real estate, any day of the week, we're always available for that. We're just, I guess simply put, we are not those agents that don't work under a certain price. And I know that we're in Southwest Florida, and there are people that won't work under $2 million. There are people that won't work under $1 million. There are people that won't work under $500. There are people that won't work under $200. If somebody's got a need, we're here to fill it. That's all there is to it.